Have you ever wondered about the French influence in India? It's a tale that begins with the late arrival of the French on Indian shores. They were among the last Europeans to set foot in this exotic land, and their advent in the late 16th century marked a significant chapter in the history of colonial India. A chapter filled with political maneuverings, dramatic battles, and the establishment of bustling trade centers. The first French voyage to India was an expedition for trade, setting the stage for a long and complex relationship. The year was 1664, and the French East India Company, known as the Compagnie des Indes Orientales, was founded. The first expedition, led by François Caron, reached the port city of Surat in 1667, establishing the first French trading post. 2 years later, another factory was set up in Masulipatam. In 1673, the French established a township at Chandernagore near Calcutta. However, the real game-changer came the same year when the French acquired the area of Pondicherry from the Sultan of Bijapur. The establishment of the Pondicherry colony in 1674 marked a significant milestone in French colonial history. Under the leadership of governors like Pierre-Christophe Lenoir, Pondicherry grew into a prosperous trading town. Until 1741, the French were content with peaceful trade, acquiring territories such as Yanam, Mahé, and Karaikal. But the arrival of Joseph-François Dupleix as governor signaled a shift in French ambitions. They were no longer just traders, they wanted an empire. But empires are not built without conflict. The French East India Company had to restructure in 1720 due to diminishing French influence in India. Despite this setback, French governors continued to expand their influence, particularly in Bengal, which was a British sphere of influence. This expansion led to the Battle of Plassey in 1757, a disastrous defeat for the French that resulted in Bengal coming entirely under British control. Despite their best efforts to reclaim lost territories and drive the British out of India, the French were unsuccessful. The Siege of Pondicherry in 1760 marked the end of French hopes of an empire in India. It was not until 1962 that the French and Indian governments ratified a treaty confirming the transfer of French territories to the Union of India, bringing the era of French colonialism in India to a close. The French advent in India is a story of ambition, conflict, and ultimately, defeat. It's a fascinating chapter in the wider narrative of colonial India, one that left a lasting impact on the subcontinent's history and culture.